Okay, one of the trickiest of the online labs to do in this course is U1A6 identification and separation of metal ions. The first thing that you are going to need is to find a solubility chart that looks something like this. Some of them are color coded. This is the tool that you're going to need to be able to separate things out. What they tell you in this assignment is that you have a sample of water. So let's say you go to a polluted site somewhere and there's barium, magnesium, and lead in the water. What they want you to do is prove that those ions are in there. The way you're going to do that is they give you 3 salt solutions to add into this solution. I'm going to give you an example. I'm not going to say this is what you do first, second, last, or if you do this step at all, but I'm just going to show you how this works. So, for example, let's say that you put NaCl into the sample. It'll break up into the Na and the Cl. What you're interested in is the anion and which one of these 3 it's going to react with and pull it out of solution. Okay, so for each one of these salts, you're going to break them down into their cation, positive charge, and anion, negative charge, and it's the anion you're interested in. So let's see what happens. Let's take lead, for example. Let's see what happens to lead when it reacts with a chloride ion. So the first thing I'm going to do on this chart is I'm going to find lead. And they tell you right in the assignment that it's lead 2. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the Cl. So all of the anions or negatively charged parts will be up here. If you come together and find out where these 2 meet, it says that it's a solid. Okay, so that means we get a precipitate forming. So the Pb and Cl will join up to make a precipitate. From your class notes, they would tell you that you'd put that in a centrifuge, you'd spin it, and you'd pull that solid out. Your next step would be to see what would join up with the S and pull that out, and what would join up with the OH and pull that up. Once again, I am not saying I'm giving you the right order or the right answer here, but what you got to do is you got to figure out how to pull one ion out at a time so that you can pull all of the ions out by using these 3 things right here. Now what you have to do is prove what you have. So in this case, we'd have PbCl2, and the proof comes in the flame test because we know that different ions are going to burn with different colors when we burn them. So what's going to happen is we will burn the PbCl2 sample, and all we're interested in now is the cation. It doesn't matter whether you called it PbCl, PbCl3, PbCl2, as long as you look up what colors Pb should burn. So in this part of the assignment, what you have to do is look up what color Pb burns in a flame test and what color you would need to see to prove that you had lead. So just to summarize, you've got a sample with 3 ions in that they give you in this assignment. They give you 3 different salts that you're going to add in. You're going to tell me which one pulls out the Ba, which one pulls out the Mg, which one pulls out the Pb. You're going to separate them all. Then you're going to burn them all and look up what colors they would burn in a flame test. Hope this was helpful.